There's always going to be that huge hole in my heart that can never be replaced.
For 25 years, Greg Baker has had to live without his daughter.
I'm not going to know anything past 9 years old.
Misty Baker doesn't either. She told me her daughter's disappearance dramatically changed her.
When my daughter went missing, I ended up hating everyone, and I didn't treat them very well.
The Bakers haven't talked in 20 years, but share 3 other children, all boys older than Erica. These are some of the only photos they have of all 4 of their kids together. Since February 7th, 1999, the entire family has been haunted by one phone call made to Kettering Police.
Kettering 911, what's your emergency?
My granddaughter has disappeared.
What's her name?
Erica
And the last name?
Baker.
They said they had a missing child to meet out at the rec center.
Detective Bob Green was the first detective to be assigned to Erica Baker's case.
We worked 16-hour days for 7 days a week for quite some time.
And they've never stopped. Detectives tied Christian Gabriel to Erica's disappearance. Gabriel admitted to being high and hitting Erica with this van, then burying her somewhere.
Knowing that she was struck by this van, Christian Gabriel told me that in prison. No trace evidence was discovered.
In 2005, Gabriel was convicted of gross abuse of a corpse and tampering with evidence. He served 6 years in prison. To this day, Gabriel claims he doesn't remember where Erica is buried. No one believes him.
He knows where she's at, and you don't just hit a little girl with a van and bury her somewhere and forget where that location is.
Do you believe him?
Oh, hell no. No. I don't believe him for one bit.
For years, we've reported on searches for Erica's body. Just last month, a tip led Kettering Police and Texas EquiSearch Midwest back to an area near Huffman Dam. These are photos they posted on Facebook. Searchers did not find Erica.
I realized this is probably the biggest case I will ever be involved in.
The emotion surrounding a search is something detective turned Sergeant Vincent Mason understands.
In the 12 years I had the case, I dug over 1,000 holes. It bothers you. You know? I had a little girl. If you don't get emotionally involved, you're not doing your job.
Detective Amy Pedro is now in charge of Erica Baker's case. She was a teenager when Erica went missing.
I was 15. I was in high school. I remember that day vividly because my dad was actually a police officer for the city of Kettering.
Detective Pedro calls the case hot and told me searchers will return to the Huffman Dam area.
We are not done with this location. There's always been an interest in that area.
I wanted to talk with Christian Gabriel. I found an address for him in Oregon. Police in Roseburg arrested him in August for assault. In October, he was cited for possession of methamphetamine. I called 4 phone numbers tied to his information. I left one voice message. Hi, I'm trying to get a hold of Christian Gabriel. And when I tried the 3 other numbers, learned they had been changed or disconnected.
The number you have dialed is not in service.
Erica's parents said they've never talked with Christian Gabriel, but told me what they'd like to tell him now.
All he had to do was leave an anonymous tip and tell him exactly where that he put her.
Finding Erica's body is the only thing her parents told me will give them closure.
I have to know that before I can move on. I'm kind of stuck.
And putting Erica to rest means putting her here at David's Cemetery in Dayton. There's a gravesite and a headstone with Erica's name on it. In Dayton, Ohio, I'm Gabrielle Enright.